Have you ever noticed how Millie Bobby Brown always seems glued to Noah Schnapp, but keeps her distance from Finn Wolfhard? For years, internet sleuths have pointed to what they call an icy distance, seats separated at panels, a deliberate buffer in interviews. It's a complex web of theories about a heartbreaking real-life rift between the on-screen couple. Some say Millie has no feelings for Finn, her supposed partner, and is instead intensely attached to Noah, pulling him into kisses and keeping him by her side on the red carpet. But this whole narrative, spun up in countless videos and forum threads, completely crumbles under a little bit of scrutiny. The story of a feud, of on-set drama and bitter rivalries, is a carefully constructed illusion. The truth about Millie Bobby Brown and Finn Wolfhard isn't about refusal at all. It's about a bond forged in the chaotic fires of global fame, one that's far deeper and more supportive than any rumor could capture. The real story isn't heartbreaking because of a conflict, but because of the immense pressure and quiet acts of loyalty the public has consistently. The internet loves a good story, and the supposed feud between Millie and Finn is a masterclass in fan fiction bleeding into reality. The whole thing often starts with armchair body language experts dissecting old interview clips. They point to moments where a younger Finn seems to pull away from Millie's touch, or touches his nose to, as they claim, hide his emotions. This gets twisted into a bigger theory, that Finn has long struggled with anxiety, making him resistant to the physical affection Millie is known for. As this theory grew, their seating arrangements at public events became evidence. Separated chairs weren't just a choice by event organizers, but a deliberate act of avoidance. They stopped doing interviews together, not because of scheduling, but because they couldn't stand each other. By the Stranger Things 5 premiere, this narrative was at a fever pitch. Millie holding Noah's hand was a direct snub to Finn. His crossed arms were a sign of anger. People even questioned his acting, claiming a kissing scene lacked chemistry because he secretly didn't want to touch Millie. This speculation then spiraled into much darker territory. One of the most shocking and completely baseless rumors claimed a horrific on-set incident caused the rift. The fabricated story alleged that Millie was forced to film a scene in water that was minus 20 degrees Celsius, and that Finn had fiercely opposed her using a stunt double. The chilling and entirely false conclusion was that this single scene destroyed Millie's health. These wild theories, from misread body language to slanderous lies, have painted a picture of two young stars at war. But it's a picture drawn with the ink of fiction, not fact. So, what's the real story? Well, the entire idea that Millie Bobby Brown refuses to interact with Finn Wolfhard is just plain wrong. Their relationship is the complete opposite of what the internet has been peddling. Behind-the-scenes footage and reports from the final days of filming Stranger Things reveal a profound emotional closeness. Far from being distant, Millie was seen sobbing and clinging to Finn after they filmed their last scenes together. A moment that quietly but powerfully dismantled years of chatter about lost chemistry or tension. This wasn't some one-off moment. Both actors have consistently described their bond as deep and grounding. They have, in their own words, quite literally grown up together, navigating the bizarre journey from unknown kids to global superstars side by side. Millie has talked about how meaningful it is to have someone who understands those unique pressures, suggesting it made the chaos feel manageable. The idea of a rivalry is completely contradicted by their mutual trust and creative ease, a foundation of support built over nearly a decade. Even the tiny details used to fuel the feud narrative are actually signs of their closeness. Take the claim that Finn always sat on a specific side of Millie to avoid her. The real reason is far more considerate. Millie has been open about her journey with hearing loss. She was born with partial hearing in her left ear and eventually lost all hearing on that side. Finn, knowing this, would often position himself on her right so she could hear him clearly. A quiet act of accommodation, not distance. The internet's narrative also tries to pit Millie's friendship with Noah Schnapp against her bond with Finn. But that's a false choice. Millie and Noah share an incredibly close, sibling-like friendship, something they've both celebrated. They became best friends behind the scenes, known for their TikTok challenges, inside jokes, and unwavering support. Millie has called Noah one of her longest friends, a crucial figure in her life. But this friendship doesn't cancel out her separate and unique bond with Finn. The cast sees their connections not as a competition, but as a family. While rumors of feuds are false, the Stranger Things cast is no stranger to real challenges. The truly heartbreaking part of their story isn't some manufactured drama, but the invasive pressures they've all endured. The constant scrutiny has led to the spread of not just relationship rumors, but also deeply personal and unverified health claims. Speculation about Finn's anxiety or Natalia Dyer's supposed eating disorder are unsubstantiated rumors that cross a major line. These armchair diagnoses are harmful and ignore the fact that these are real people, not just on-screen characters. Natalia Dyer has never publicly confirmed any such health issues and has talked about using therapy to handle the pressures of fame. Similarly, outlandish stories about Millie's behavior, like claims she spent $8 million on a coffee motorhome or chewed out David Harbour, are just unverified gossip. However, some struggles the cast has faced are very real, and they've handled them with incredible grace. The most prominent example is Gaten Matarazzo, who lives with cleidocranial dysplasia, or CCD. This rare genetic condition, which affects about 1 in a million people, impacts the development of bones and teeth, and Gatton was born without collarbones. Instead of hiding it, Gatton advocated for CCD to be written into his character, Dustin's storyline, bringing global awareness to the condition. He's been open about his surgeries and even co-founded a non-profit to help others with CCD. Millie Bobby Brown has also been open about her personal journey with unilateral deafness. She first spoke about it in 2017, explaining that she was born with partial hearing in one ear, which faded to complete deafness over several years. Rather than see it as a limitation, she's framed it as a part of who she is. In one powerful interview, she said, "I just started to sing, and if I sound bad, I don't care, because I'm just doing what I love." You don't have to be good at singing. You don't have to be good at dancing or acting. If you like to do it, then do it. No one should stop you. This resilience stands in stark contrast to the fabricated crises that populate online rumors. It's easy to get lost in the rumors, but it's far more rewarding to celebrate the real bonds these actors have formed and the genuine challenges they've overcome. They've spent nearly a decade of their lives bringing these characters to the screen, and the family they've built off-camera is a testament to that shared journey. If you've been a fan from the beginning, hit that subscribe button and share your favorite cast moment in the comments below. So, why does the internet think Millie Bobby Brown and Finn Wolfhard have a feud? The answer probably has more to do with us, the audience, than the actors themselves. A narrative of conflict is more dramatic, more clickable, and ultimately easier to process than the simple truth that two young people grew up under extraordinary circumstances and formed a lasting, supportive friendship. Speculation about their on-screen chemistry often misses the immense pressure of ending a story that has defined their entire young adult lives. As filming on the final season wrapped, the cast's goodbyes weren't ones of relief from a toxic set, but of deep, genuine emotion. Finn Wolfhard posted that he was still in shock and that he would miss all of my friends and our characters terribly. An emotional Millie Bobby Brown read a note to the cast and crew, reportedly saying, "I am nowhere near ready to leave you guys. I love each and every one of you, and I will forever carry the memories and bonds we created together as a family." The story isn't about an on-screen couple who couldn't stand each other. It's about a group of kids who became a family and navigated the treacherous waters of fame by holding on to one another. The real heartbreak isn't a secret feud, but the fact that their genuine bond has been so consistently twisted into a narrative of conflict. So, do you think the constant need for drama has blinded us to their friendship? After hearing the real story, What does the enduring bond of the Stranger Things cast truly represent to you?